We just got back yesterday from walking about 150 miles on the Camino Portuguese. This is my pack exactly as I've left it. I didn't have any energy to unpack after we got home, so I left it just as it is and thought I'd do a quick unpack video and go through some of the gear that worked and some that maybe didn't, and just kind of go through it a little bit. So first of all, the pack. This is the Durston Kakwa 40-liter pack. It was really a perfect size because we did no check bag. We didn't use luggage transfer service on this Camino Portuguese trip. This served as carry-on and trip bag all in one. This pack fit great in the overhead bin. No issues with it there. It carried really comfortably. I was really happy with it. I'll definitely be taking this pack on more trips. It's got a nice large mesh pocket where I kept my Crocs for getting out of my walking shoes. I actually still have this hip belt clipped around the back to keep the straps from tangling up. The hip belt pockets on this pack are some of the nicest I've ever used. They're really easy to access with one hand. Each shoulder strap has an elastic pouch on it. I carried my sunglasses in one pouch and a water bottle in the other. Very nice size side pockets on each side with some elastic to hold things in tight. It's a roll top pack. So let's see what we've got in here. This is still packed up from the flight, so I'm going to go over that a little bit. Just kind of start pulling stuff out. Rain jacket, the frog togs, little dressier frog togs than I use on my hiking, worked just fine. We only had one day of rain, believe it or not. The weather we had was incredible. We really lucked out on the weather. Frog togs, rain jacket worked just fine. I always like to keep that accessible. Next up, so the Sea to Summit packable day pack. This thing was actually really handy. It's very lightweight. It packs up to next to nothing. During our flights, I used this as my personal bag for under the seat in front of me so I could put the Kakwa up in the overhead bin. So in this, so we're in travel mode right now, so kept my electronics and any liquids for TSA purposes, for security checkpoints. Also my buff for covering my eyes while I'm sleeping on the plane. And then as you can see, this thing really packs up very, very small, and there's nothing to it. During the Camino, this served as the food pack for the day. We'd put our snacks and any other things we needed in, and I kept that right up at the top of the pack. Worked great. And then I would get to town at night or in the afternoon and take this and go to a local store and buy some things for the next day, some cookies and snacks, pastries, things like that. Worked really nice. Electronics. I've got a separate electronics kit video on my channel. You can go take a look. I'll go through this stuff a little more in detail. I just use a Ziploc bag. It's super easy, waterproof. I can see what's all in there without having to dig around too much. Liquid, sunscreen. You know, fortunately, we got to use sunscreen every day on this trip. That worked great. Buff. And then the Granite Gear zip sack. This was kind of a catch-all. My glasses case, first aid kit. All the other bags went in here and just would pull these out. So I just had one large bag to kind of sort everything. My shoes, a little smelly, so they're in a separate bag right now. The Ultra Torrens were a really good choice for this walk. There was a lot of pavement, a lot of cobblestone, boardwalk, and some trail. These are a road shoe. I like the Altra zero drop and the wide toe box on these. I would definitely recommend these if you're kind of a zero drop shoe person. These worked really well. Didn't really need any kind of aggressive tread. I use this zipper clothes bag quite a bit for the extra clothes. Again, I probably packed more clothes than I needed. You could do sink laundry every night. Had a couple places where we had a washing machine right in our room, so that was not a problem. Again, never sure about the weather in a shoulder season hike like this, so worked out really well. A couple of standouts: my synthetic merino blend t-shirts were really nice. The merino wool underwear, great. And then my cool hiking shirt, my button-down hiking shirt, was a nice addition. So really, to set up for each day's packing, how I would do it is a lot of the things, you know, electronics, first aid, hygiene kit, everything would go in the granite gear bag. Zip that up. Had the Sea to Summit bag, like I said, that had all the food and snacks for the day. So to pack up, I just have my trash compactor bag for waterproof, and then my clothing bag would go in there first. Then the Granite Gear zip stack would go in, and then on top of that, Sea to Summit day pack with the food and snacks for the day, and then my rain jacket. Super simple system, really no complaints. You know, for a trip like this, you don't need to pack like you're going into the wilderness. You're rarely very far from a town or village or city, or cafes are all over the place. One thing I did bring that I didn't intend to bring was my Zoleo satellite communicator, 8 ounces of weight that I carried the whole time, and had great cell phone coverage with visible global pass. If I did this trip again, the 40-liter Durston pack was right on the money. No issues at all with that. It worked great. Probably drop a couple of clothing items just because laundry was so prevalent along the trail. You know, the shoes worked great. Electronics system, all that worked really well. I really wouldn't change too much on this. You know, I really look for gear that just works, and this all just worked really well. Feel free to head on over to my channel. I've got an upcoming Camino itinerary video that I'm putting together, talking about the route we took. We did a hybrid coastal central route from Porto to up to Santiago. Had to make a few adjustments along the way. Overall, it was a great trip. We lucked out with the weather, and definitely looking to do another trip like this again at some point. Thanks for watching.